Some epic games. 1-1. Really awesome to see Clem in the bottom left, Vindicta in the top right. You know, there's like obviously always a lot of talk about Clem. The European scene gets, well, they have like more tournaments, they have a more active scene, they have strong players, but
X300,
what's up?
I'm gonna tell you something, chat. If you are not a dirty pig like Artosis, you probably shave your balls. But one advice, never, ever, shave your balls using depilatory cream. You will love those super smooth balls so much you will get addicted and want to shave it every week, so don't do it, you cannot go back. Now my wife is striving my balls like a vacuum cleaner and the feeling is so good. So don't do it, chat.
Okay, clever StarCraft guy. We know you're not married, though. Okay, so Vindicta versus Clem. Like, Vindicta is a very strong Terran player. Very defensive Terran player. Sits back a lot. Whereas Clem is really in your face. So this is an interesting matchup. I always like seeing the clash of styles like this. Now, Clem with 2 racks in that main base. So he's going to be going 2 racks Reaper here. Yeah, no, that's true. Clem is from Texas. Yeah, sorry about that. Battle of USA right now. I'm glad Artosis has managed to gather so many degenerates here so we can see less of them on other streams. Yeah, this is a magnet. Draw all the degenerates that like StarCraft in so that you have very pleasant streams elsewhere. Do enjoy your pleasant streams, guys. We'll take the degeneracy here. I'm humanity's last defense of StarCraft. Okay, so Clem gonna come up now. Try to get a little bit of harass done. Ooh, does get a shot there on the Reaper, which is pretty big. Can't be losing that Vindicta. Damn, man. He is gonna lose this one, though, so that's good at least. You need that kill right there as Vindicta. Clem sending more, though. Definitely is gonna be figuring out that, okay, this is a 2-Rax Reaper. Goes up to deal with this SCV in the main base. And of course, a Hellion pops out. So now Hellion Reaper going to be coming down to fight. Ooh, just cancels. So Vindicta choosing, you know what? Screw it. Give up the 100 minerals. I can't defend that right now. Let's go ahead and remake it in the main base. A hard decision, but I think a good one. You know, doing that right now rather than in 30 seconds, in 40 seconds, in a minute, really makes a huge difference, right? In that comeback. And you know, we can't say that he's like so far behind that we would call it a comeback at this point, but obviously Clem has a bit of an edge right now. That is a lot of Reapers out there. A couple Marines joining as well. 3 Hellion, 3 Reaper coming up for Vindicta. Was that good? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Cyclone coming out to join as well, so definitely we're going to have to see Vindicta get out of here. His own Cyclone and Raven on the way. Back at home. Oh, nice bounce, nice bounce. And good rerouting there from Vindicta as well. Alright, gets some okay volleys off, but will end up losing quite a bit. Look at this, Clem with a very nice micro, continuing to push forward. Just has more units right now. Let's see what the Cyclone lock-ons look like. Look at that. Oh my god, that was Clem holding the lock-on. He probably turned it off. Because the thing is, if one of you locks on the Cyclone, the other one does not, he locks onto something else, and that becomes a huge issue. And you can see that right now Vindicta's having a very hard time making that work. Does utilize an auto turret from that Raven, and that will buy him a little bit of time to push everything back. You don't want to fight that so early in the game. Right, that third command center coming right along. Nothing yet in the ways of that for Vindicta. All right, does get his started, but it's starting basically as Clem's is finishing up. So it does feel like Clem is going to have a bit of an advantage. He is already up 5 workers. His production is really starting to take off. Even faster eBays. So definitely a lot of issues right now for Vindicta in this game. Now, the chief difference that we have from Vindicta, and the thing that's going to allow him to have a possibility to win this game, I would say, is his reactored Viking plus siege tank production. Oh my god, he makes another factory. So Vindicta is actually going to go mech. So that actually kind of adds on to what I was saying, right? So he was going for the longer term play by making Viking tank, but now that we see that he's going to be going mech, that's an important idea for mirror matchups. If you're both going for exactly the same thing and one person has more or is just ahead, that's where you just die in a mirror matchup, right? You need things that can shift the balance, right? So, like, think about it, right? Like, if you're both going Blink Stalkers, but one guy has 15 and you have 10. Well, I mean, that's not smart. You should go for something else, right? In TVT, if you're both going Marine Tank and one guy just has a bigger economy, so gets everything quicker and has more Marines and quicker upgrades, well, you're just going to lose that. But when you have these asymmetric unit compositions, that gives you a lot of different ways, right? Like, for instance, we're just going to have more Siege Tanks and more Vikings here for Vindicta. So if he can get pretty cost efficient, if he can get these important critical masses, where Clem's army isn't going to be as useful, well, that's where he can start to really come back and have a real chance at winning this game. Now, what are those for? You know, we do have all sorts of plays against mech. Like, the Sky Toss can be a good one. I mean, the Sky Terran, sorry. But he actually throws down a couple more barracks. So it's just like heavy Marine production right now, or Marine Marauder production very likely here for Clem. Now, this move-in comes in from a very strong angle. Vindicta is not ready for this. Double drop into that main base. Siege Tank popping out. He does have those Vikings. Let's see what the Marines target. They take out 1 Viking, 2 Viking, 3 Viking, 4 Viking, 5 Viking. Dude, he lost a medevac in 4 Marines and killed 5 Vikings. But in the meantime, Clem gonna lose his siege tanks here. Very good disables overall. Vindicta, unfortunately, losing a lot of workers in there as well. Clem with much, much higher army supply still. And honestly, look at the factory count. I can't see that changing anytime soon. Does seem like everything is going wrong right now for Vindicta. Oh, man. Might end up losing 2 siege tanks. Okay, loses 1. The other one does get pulled back. Clem just kind of roaming out in the front right now. He is taking his 4th base location. Getting those concussive shells. All right, some disables come down. And he is just going to bomb on top of these siege tanks. Looks like a stim and spread here as well. He's taking out so many. That's going to be a GG. A very quick one. Unfortunately, Vindicta getting way far behind there.